Is it recording?
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, good morning, everyone. My name's Catherine Neiman, hearing officer for the City of St. Louis conditional use hearings. My colleague Sandra Long and I will be conducting today's scheduled hearing for applications for a conditional use permit. We are recording these hearings as a permanent record. We ask that you remain on mute if you're not giving testimony. If you're calling by phone, it is *6 to mute and unmute. If multiple people are sharing a screen, we ask that only one person speak at a time, and please refrain from side conversations during an individual's testimony. These requests are made so we can accurately record the information and hear from those giving the testimony. When each address is called by uh, one of us, I ask that the applicant or representative indicate that you're present. I will then ask you to state your name and your address for the record. After a time of questions with the applicant, I will call for testimony from any person in favor of the application, and then I will call for testimony for anyone in opposition. Following today's hearing, our office will make a recommendation to the Board of Public Service, which is a separate department at the city. They will make the final determination, as no decision is being made here today. Therefore, you're welcome to leave or stay on the call and listen. The Board of Public Service will notify the applicant by mail regarding your findings of the conditional use permit. All right, I'll read the first one in. 4950 Fountain Avenue, AOP 12322-25, Smart Kids, licensed child daycare with 20 kids, no cooking, B, two-family dwelling district, Ward 10. Is there anyone on the call to represent this application? Okay, seeing none. We will move on to the second one. 5457 Gravois Avenue, Unit B, AOP 12323-25,
Esthetician.
esthetician and tattoo artist, no retail sales, no nail service. F, Neighborhood Commercial District and Bevo Mill Special Use District, Ward 2. Is there anyone here today to represent this application? Being none, we'll move to the third. 3686 Olive Street, AOP 12087-25, Video 9, Media 9 Incorporated, Parking Lot, H, Area Commercial District, Ward 11. Is there anyone here to represent this application?
Yes, Denise Colley.
Okay, and what is your mailing address?
3655 Olive Street.
Okay, and then do you just want to briefly tell us what you'll be doing here?
Sure. We are seeking to rent our parking lot out to patrons of events in the area and possibly local businesses. We purchased the parking lot in 2021. We renovated it in 2023, adding a secure fence, adding a wheelchair accessible ramp, adding lighting. We repaved it and included a retention pond, and it is in great shape and ready to go. We believe it will add some much needed parking to the area, and improve the value to the district.
Great.
We've had some local businesses also inquire if our parking lot is available for rent. So we know there's immediate need for it.
Okay, and do you know about how approximately how big the parking lot is?
It's about 100 spots. We also do have 4 EV charging stations, 4 spots with EV charging ability.
And you mentioned renting to patrons and local businesses.
Yes, we would rent to patrons of Fox Theater events, Powell Symphony Hall, really any local events that are going on, we would have it open for rental for those types of situations. And then during the day, I know the symphony is going through a renovation and they're looking for parking during the day for their employees temporarily while they don't have their own parking. So anytime we can help, a neighboring business as well during the day, we'll try to accommodate that as well.
Okay.
We do have the support of Alderman Laura Keys and Peg Withers, the president and CEO of Grand Center Inc. as well. They should have submitted letters of support to you.
Yes, we do have both of those letters. Let me see here. And just to confirm, the address of the parking lot is 3688, or sorry, 3686 Olive Street, correct?
That's correct.
Do you have any ADA accessible parking stalls?
We do.
Okay. Do you approximately know how many?
I think there's 4 or 5.
Okay. And then how many entrances and exits does the lot have for cars?
There's 2 pedestrian and 1 vehicle.
Okay. And you mentioned there's exterior lighting, correct?
There's exterior lighting and there's a wrought iron fence around the entire thing, so it's completely secure to both pedestrians and vehicles.
Are you going to be posting any signage on the fence or near the parking lot?
We do have signage on it currently. What type of signage are you referring to?
I was just going to say to make sure that any signage has a building permit, a sign permit applied through the building division.
Right now, the only signs we have just say this parking is for 9 PBS.
Okay.
I don't know if we're looking to add any signs, but we definitely will add any required signs as needed.
Okay. Okay. These are just 2 standard questions we ask every applicant. Will the use be detrimental to the public health, safety, morals, or general welfare?
No,
And will the use cause serious injury to the neighboring property by hindering or reducing property values?
no.
All right. Is there anything else that you would like to add?
I don't believe so.
Okay. In that case, thank you for your testimony. I will ask if there's anyone on the call in support of the application. Is there anyone opposed? Okay, we call the hearing heard. Thank you so much.
Thanks. What is the next step?
You'll be notified in about 2 weeks of the findings of the Board of Public Service. They're the ones that make the final determination and notify the applicants.
Okay, thank
Bye
you.
now. All right. 2200 South Vanaventer Avenue, Suite 2208, AOP 12330-25, St. Louis Fencing Club, Private Social Fencing Club, G, Local Commercial and Office District, Ward 5. Do we have anyone here today to represent this application?
That's me.
Okay, then can we get your name and mailing address?
Sure. Tron Nguyen, mailing address 5360 Southwest Avenue, 63139.
Okay, do you want to tell us about what you'll be doing here?
Yeah, it's a fencing club. So I've been a fencer for 20 years. I went to Paris in the last year for the Olympics. Just been a passion project and decided to open up a club, and I think we're the first fencing club in St. Louis City. And that's about it.
Okay, so then will you be offering classes?
I will be, yes.
Okay. Do you know approximately how big your space is?
3,600 square feet, give or take two.
Okay. Do you know approximately how many people that the studio can hold?
I believe occupancy inspection set it at 40.
Okay. Do you have a minimum age requirement for anyone taking classes?
Uh, Generally, no. But sometimes it depends on their attention span. So like sometimes some of the kids I start them off at like 9 uh, or 8, depending on how well they pay attention.
Okay. Will you be employing any instructors?
Just me.
Okay. And then is there any off-street parking to the building?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah,
how
we have a
many?
parking lot in front.
Okay. Do you have a general hours of operation?
I do. It's 6 to 9, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay, and how many days of the week?
5.
Okay, Monday through Friday.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Um, are there any This question says, will you provide changing rooms for the participants?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Will there be like locker rooms or changing rooms for people taking classes or?
No, it's a it's a mixed use bathroom.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. Most of the time I ask them to come already dressed for it.
Okay. And then just in case, I'm sure fencing's very safe, but in case of an emergency, is there any first aid or medical assistance that you're prepared to provide?
Yeah, so I am CPR qualified. Um, and usually I have two parents in attendance,
Okay.
and both of them are also CPR qualified.
Okay. And then just make sure if you post any signage that you get a building permit for that.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, for today's hearing, did you reach out to the neighborhood association or alderperson for their support?
Alderman Vollmer comes to my cigar shop, so I chatted with him a little bit about it, but he was like, I'm not running for re-election, so that didn't help me.
That's
The
okay.
only other person I spoke to was Donna Behringer, and she seemed pretty cool with it.
Okay, yeah. And you do have a new alderman. His name is Matt Devati for Ward 5.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, Ward 5. Okay. And then these are just the two standard questions we ask everyone. Will the use be
Mhm.
detrimental to the public health, safety, morals, or general welfare?
I would hope not, so no.
Will the use cause serious injury to the neighboring property by hindering use or reducing property values?
No, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
No, no, I'm good. Unless you want to join fencing.
No, thank you. With that being said, thanks for your testimony. I'll ask if there's anyone else here on the call in support of the application. Is there
Yeah,
anyone
this is
opposed?
this is
Oh,
this is Chris Hulse. I'm in support.
okay.
I
Oh, hey,
plan
Chris.
to. Hey, how's it going? I plan to send my kids there to do fencing. So looking forward to opening.
Nice.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. That's it.
Is there anyone else here in support of the application? Is there anyone opposed? Seeing none, we will call this hearing heard. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Chris.
Mhm.
You're welcome.
All right, is your sound off? Yeah. 4317 Vista Avenue, AOP 12372, Boys and Girls Club of Greater St. Louis, Inc., licensed child daycare and after-school program, B, two-family dwelling district, F, neighborhood commercial district, Ward 9. I have questions for that.
Yeah, I have questions.
Mhm. Is there anybody here for this application?
Yes, Keisha Carruthers, Vice President of Operations for Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater St. Louis.
You want to tell me a little bit of what you're doing?
Yes, ma'am. We have been in partnership with St. Louis Public Schools at Adams Elementary since 2007, operating school-age child care programs, which include after-school care and summer day camps. Our children participate in a number of experiences and activities, including things focused on character and leadership, academic success, healthy lifestyles, and workforce readiness. We serve youth ages 5 to 18 until graduation. And then we operate Monday through Friday during the school year and the summer. Again, our hours during the school year are around 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then during the summer, it's 7:30 to 5:30. We are a licensed child care center. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, keep going. That's fine.
And
I was going to ask you if that was AM or not, but you got it.
I'm sorry, yes, 7:30 a.m., 5:30 p.m. And our licensed child care capacity is 256, although normally our enrollment is around 150, 160.
Okay. You answered most of my questions. Let me look and see. So the state is starting to require after-school programs to get occupancy permits, from what I understand. So we're going to be getting a lot of these in here.
Yes, ma'am. And actually, I think it's the communication from DESE down, I think is happening by individual licensing or childcare inspectors. So that may be why everyone hasn't kind of, influxed all at once. But it's a rule that just in essence says we have to show evidence of compliance with building and zoning requirements. So.
Yeah. I just heard this last week, so I'm going to start getting a lot of them in here. Have you reached out to your alderman or neighborhood association?
No, ma'am, I'm sorry. I was not aware that I should have done it. I apologize.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a fenced-in play area where the kids play at?
Yes, there is.
Okay. How many, no. Can you think of anything I'm missing? Well, you pretty much covered everything in your thing, so I'm just going to ask you a couple standard questions. Will the use be detrimental to public health, safety, morals, or general welfare?
No.
Will the use cause serious injury to neighboring property by hindering use or reducing or impairing property values?
No.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, just Boys and Girls Clubs. We're part of a national organization, Boys and Girls Clubs of America, and we work very hard to provide quality programming and safe environments for our kiddos. So we appreciate your support.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is there anybody here in support of this application that would like to speak? Is there anybody opposed to this application that would like to speak? We'll call this hearing heard. 1634 Tower Grove Avenue, AB 584624-25, Maidaman Design, interior alterations per plans for a restaurant, F Neighborhood Commercial District, Ward 7.
Good morning.
Is there anybody here for this application?
Yes, ma'am. Both restaurant owners, Ben Hillman and Kurt Eller, are on the call.
Ben Hillman. How do you spell Kirk's last name?
Eller.
Do you want to explain what you're doing here?
Yep. Yeah, we're a local St. Louis restaurant. We've got 2 current locations, and we're opening our 3rd location at the address proposed. And we're taking over a former restaurant space that was formerly Olio and Elia, and it was zoned a restaurant, and it's been closed for over a year. So we're applying for a new use permit for the restaurant space.
Okay, how many employees do you think you'll have?
We'll have between 30 and 50 employees.
Do you have off-street parking?
We do. We have a small parking lot with 5 parking spots and 1 ADA parking spot. So 6 in total.
Okay. What are your days and hours of operation going to be?
We'll say 7 days a week. And 5 days were 11 to 9:30 p.m. and 2 days a week were 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. On the weekends, we open for breakfast.
Okay. Is that Saturday and Sunday, 8:30 to
Yep.
9:30?
Yep.
And what was your other ones?
The other restaurants?
The other 5 days,
Oh, Monday through Friday.
7:30 to, what
Sorry,
were your hours?
Monday through Friday is 11 to 9:30. 11 a.m. to
Sorry,
9:30.
I should have wrote that down first.
All good.
Okay. And what types of food do you serve?
We serve tacos, salads, and sides and margaritas.
Okay.
It's fast casual, Southwestern influenced cuisine.
The margaritas caught my eye.
It's delicious.
So you are serving liquor. That was my next question.
Yep.
Do you have a commercial dumpster?
Yes, we will.
Do you have a loading area? Like
Yes.
a loading dock or something? Is it in the back, front?
Yeah, there's a little parking strip in the back. It's not a loading dock, but
It's where you can bring stuff in.
yeah.
Are you going to post signs?
Yes, we will have signage.
So make sure you get permits for that.
Yep.
How many exits do you have?
Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 exits.
Oh, okay. Is it ADA accessible, the restaurant?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you going to have any outside seating?
We will.
Is it a patio or a sidewalk? What is it?
Yep. Yeah, it's a patio. It's on
It's
the
not on the
property.
sidewalk. Okay. Good. Walk up window or drive-through?
Nope.
Have you reached out to your neighborhood association or alderman? No, we've got the alderman's letter of support.
Yep. Yeah, we've reached out to both. We had a meeting with the neighborhood association. They've written a letter of support, and Alderwoman Sunnier has also written an email of support.
I
as
don't think
well.
I have
She
the
sent
neighborhood support letter.
That's the one we sent this week.
Okay. I don't think I have it. Do you know who you sent it to?
We sent it to you. We can re-forward it.
Okay.
It's addressed to the Alderwoman.
Oh, okay. I think you sent it to me. You're right. I've got it.
And then I
had
have
it
an
in the wrong
email. I have an email from Alderwoman Sunnier to Evan Winkler in support that I can forward you as well.
Okay. So we ask these questions of everybody. Will the use be detrimental to the public health, safety, morals, or general welfare?
No.
Will the use cause serious injury to the neighboring property by hindering use or reducing or impairing property values?
No.
Is there anything else you want to add?
No, we're excited. We appreciate the time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anybody here in support of this application that wants to speak?
Yeah, I want to speak in support of it. I'm the landlord. These guys run a first-rate operation. Their U City location and Kirkwood location are fantastic. Great, great for the neighborhood. Great for Tower Grove with the new bike lane coming. Yeah, just couldn't ask for a better group of guys to come in and keep that neighborhood strong.
Hey, Chris, can I get your name and address for the record?
Yes, Chris Hulse is my name, and my address is 4133 Olive Street,
Okay, thank
63108.
All right, thank you. Is anybody else that would like to speak? Okay, we'll call this hearing heard. You'll get your results in about 2 weeks, okay?
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. Let's see if anyone, there's somebody else on the line. Who's on the line? Yeah, I guess we can if this person stays on the line. Okay. Do we have anybody here for 4950 Fountain Avenue, AOP 12322-25, Smart Kids Inc., licensed child daycare? 20 kids, no cooking, B, two-family dwelling district, Ward 10. If you're on a phone calling in, it's *6 to mute and unmute. I have phone number 314-745-1500. Are you here for a hearing? #5457 Gravois Avenue, Unit B, AOP -12323-25, Alcuzi Beauty LLC, esthetician and tattoo artist, no retail sales, no nail services. F Neighborhood Commercial District, Beeville Mill Special Use District, Ward 2. Who that is? I guess I got knocked off. Let's see if I can ask them then. We're done.